Alright, good afternoon everybody. So, once again, just another daily update, regarding my scenario. Playing with the camera. Anyhow, so I decided to go to the Career Services Center today, and mind you, there's a slew of them, and I tried using my GPS and my Google Maps, just to see where the specific location was. Oddly, neither one pulled up that specific location. So I went to the first one to see, what they had, see if I could recognize the staff member, because there was a specific staff member I was dealing with at that specific location that I went to the last time. And he actually said he knew a couple of guys, looking for helpers. So I'm like, okay, I'm game, He may have sent me an email, which, again, with all the fucking spam that goes around, it may have gotten lost in the shuffle, just like everything else, right? So that's that. Side note is, according to Craigslist, and, the people on there may be right, vehicles like GeoTrackers are at the stage where people buy them and then do some work and then try to flip them. They're not quite at, the cult following. It's headed that way. Basically it's like price insane to whatever, I'm going to leave that alone. And, made the point, AMC Eagles, the prices they're going for make what I'm asking for the tracker look like a fucking steal, and AMC Eagles, they definitely have achieved cult status. They're so hard to find. Not that GeoTrackers are really any easier. And, there's also lots of other vehicles like Scouts, Suzuki Samurais are another one, Audi Quattro all-wheel drive, with the stick, that's another one. GMC Cyclone, that's another one. And so you get my point, but let me get back to the topic on hand here. As I pulled in here, I saw a landscaping truck, so I might just give them a call, check out their site. I'm in Virginia. The company appears to be based out of Maryland, so I don't know if they come all the way down here, if they have a satellite location. But you never know unless you try. So back to the gentleman at that specific location. He said, send me your resume. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And he may do other services for it anyways. But once I get home, that's definitely in the on the bucket list. But anyhow, it's funny, trying to find the specific place, because the first time I went there, that day was just a fucking blur, putting it in different place. And like I said, neither one, or let me phrase it, neither the Hyundai Santa Cruz GPS or Google Maps pulled up that specific location. So I did a roundabout way looking for another department that was. And there was also another department I stopped at in the same building, Family Services. So I typed in that, and then I saw the address. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, I knew it was something like that. Fuck. Okay, once I saw the address, I was like, boom, I know right where that is. And so I plugged in the address, I, saved it, in my GPS. I also go through and clear out some of the saved entries, because I no longer use them anymore. And so I found the place, and that was that. So again, this is just a daily update. I never did hear back from the hiring manager for the commissary. That was another contract position. And again, the initial in-person interview was supposed to be on July 4th. Unusual, but okay. But because of food service and retail, July 4th is just another day. But the problem is, because it's on a military base, the visitor's office, they were closed. So there would have been no way I would have been able to get on post anyways. So that's that. And so again, just keep my nose to the grind. You know, grudgingly have the tracker for lists for listing on sale. You know, keyword grudgingly. Now I'm sure if I fucking lowered it to 3K, I'd be getting all sorts of hits. But you know, I didn't buy that, you know, just to try to flip it. You know, I bought that as a vehicle to take on some trails at the Santa Cruz Cantu. If you want to see what happened, look up Hyundai Santa Cruz off-roading. It's there. That's called a mistake. But, you know, anyhow, you know, this is my daily status. You know, hope you like the content. You know, hope you subscribe, all that stuff. And I've said this, I'm going to say it again. You know, I would rather see people subscribe and watch the videos because they want to, because they actually want to watch the videos, and not because I'm just sitting here begging, you know, like and subscribe. Anyhow, that's it for today. I'll talk to you.